In this video, we will be discussing some useful dating advice. Let's begin. Never sacrifice your life for someone else. Dumped by my doctor girlfriend, I became a doctor myself. For the younger people out in this sub, my biggest advice to you is not to forgo your dreams for anyone else. In the early 20s, I was in love with a woman going to medical school. When it came to money, I supported her for 4 years, whether it was paying for her apartment, the furniture in her apartment, cell phone bills, moving expenses, vacations, concerts, flowers every month, cheesecake factory with top drinks every week. When it came to her dreams, I was a business major thinking of switching to PA school. She laughed in my face when I brought it up and said I didn't have what it takes. The next day, I pulled out all of my post-baccalaureate science courses and decided to do everything to support her through medical school. Her third year, I quit my job to live with her across state in the apartment I paid for to support her. Throughout the 4 years of supporting her, I was always told I never gave enough or belittled for liking sci-fi movies or playing Pokemon Go. She never watched any of the things I liked, but I always watched anything she liked happily and begun to enjoy them. Once she finished med school, she finally let me go and decided to date other people. I had no idea what to do in life, as all my dreams revolved around her success. I decided to take the pre-medical courses I signed up for 4 years ago, and after doing well, here I am in my third year of medical school. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Pursue your dreams. Never sacrifice for anyone, or let your life revolve around someone's happiness. How could you be so awful to someone who treats you to Cheesecake Factory with all the top drinks every week? Nothing was ever good enough for her. I was too foolhardy, thinking that if I gave more, she may actually love me. So I tried to buy her love, which no one should ever do. Last time I heard, she goes on dates with a dude who has a gut 10 plus her years, and he barely does anything for her, and she accepts it. People with low self-esteem are hatefully envious of people who treat them well. I have a similar story. Treating them well reminds them of how great the other person is and how low they are. Good for you! I did something similar myself. Finding out about codependency and attachment theory has been really helpful, as it can be hard not to repeat the same mistakes in new relationships. Congratulations! Anyone who laughs at your dreams has deep personal issues that nothing will ever gloss over. And from one doctor to another, keep up the good work. Let's move on to the next piece of advice. If they wanted to be with you, you would know. If you have that biting anxiety, if your gut is setting you on edge, if you sense them pulling away, if you heard they're casually seeing someone else, if they're hot and cold with you, if you're crying over their texts more than you're smiling over them, if they have commitment issues, if you're always the one texting first, or if they're not reciprocating your enthusiasm, I can promise you, they're not the one. You can do better than that. At a very basic level, reserve your placemats for those who have earned a seat at the table. Probably the best and most straightforward advice for anyone who is feeling insecure in getting to know someone. People who want you in their life don't make it much of a secret or make it too difficult to grasp. Naturally, it takes some time for people to get comfortable with each other. But someone else said, interested people act interested. And honestly, that is the best way to put it I've ever read. Obviously, take it nice and slow, but pay attention to your feelings regarding things. Very true. Hard to do when emotions are involved because you're always hoping for things to change. They usually never do. You see, this can also be kind of hard because a while back I was talking to this girl and she was distant and all, pulling away hot and cold, and so I decided to distance myself from her. And she got really angry with me, saying she has a lot going on right now and needs time. But she does like me and wants to be with me. It was very much a confusing situation, but now I've gotten clear of her. This is such a great reminder. It's not normal or a good thing if you find yourself crying over their texts. It's also not cool if they play hot and cold. Anytime someone does this, I bail. Don't waste time trying to prove yourself to them. You are enough as you are. If they don't like you enough, no changes you make will ever be good enough. You'll always be afraid of them leaving, and they'll think less of you for trying to mold yourself into what they want. Lean in on your personality. Don't try to be likable. Be you. If that other person doesn't like that, then they aren't for you. The right one will always make the effort to keep you around and show you that they like you. Whew, and we're done. I'd like to also offer some dating advice. Let's say you do find someone and you've been dating for a while. Don't ignore any red flags in your relationship. It's better to be alone than with someone who makes your life a living hell. On that note, good luck and may you find the love your heart desires. I hope to see you again in another video. Bye!